All right, I think we might be live. Let me just check. Maybe. There we go. Can you guys hear me okay? Probably the only one here, but that's all right. Let's see if I can find the audio. There we go. Okay. Hi guys. So I just finished up a couple of videos, and I've got some extra pieces that I need to put together. So I thought, I've got the time. Why not do a little bit of a live? So I have no idea how long this will be. Probably only an hour or so. Who knows? But if you have time, come join me. If not, that's okay. I understand. I'm still trying to figure all this live and video stuff out. So we'll see how this works. I hope the video is better this time. The audio might be not so great because I have too many things plugged into the computer at the moment, so I can't use my headset. I have to use the mic that's on the computer. And if you hear meowing in the background, I have a cat out in the hallway that's, well, she's being annoying, if I'm being honest. So anyway, so I'm just going to be sewing up some pieces here. So if you are able to join me, please make sure you say hi in the chat so I know you're there and we can chat about it. Otherwise, just keep going. So we're working on clues 2 and clue 8 for our puzzle mystery quilts. I've got some videos that I just finished recording, so those will be coming live here shortly. But in the meantime, I have extra pieces that I need to put together, so I'm going to go ahead and put those together now. But I am going to go see what that cat needs so that she stops meowing. So I will be right back. Okay, sorry about that. Now we're back to what we were doing. All right. Don't want to get these confused. That could be bad. So these pieces go with this clue, which we'll do in a little bit. And since I have everything already out for this one, we'll go ahead and work on this one. All right, so we're working on the So Sweet Clue 2. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail into what the pieces look like, what I'm doing, because you guys will see that in my next video. So basically, I'm just going to start putting the pieces together. And I'm here to chat with you guys if you want to chat. There we go, A and C. I'm going to do all of these because I got to do a bunch of them. So I'm going to chain piece all this stuff up together. Leader in. using a leader for these triangle pieces because that way they don't jam the machine. They don't jam in the machine. And no, again, I do not have ghosts. I just have really annoying cats. And so one of them has snuck in the room, and that's why the door opened. I promise there are no ghosts in my house. There are, however, annoying cats. There we go. All right, next up. All right. So for this piece, we actually have to make 4 of these. I've already made 1 as part of the video. And let's see if this works. Now, I thought I had set up the chat bot, but I don't think it's working. I'm still trying to figure this all out, I gotta tell you. Okay, so where are the instructions? Where are the instructions? Okay, here's on A. And of course, I'm not really prepared for this again. So I left the iron over there. And I need it. So I gotta go get it. So, one of these days I will actually know what I'm doing, but right now I don't. Sorry for the loud noises. Word to the wise, don't move a hot iron. You might burn yourself. There we go. Turn that on. And then I need to find my... Here it is. Dealer's mat. Again, guys, sorry. I'm not prepared. I should have been, and I'm not. Okay, let's try this again, shall we? So I've got my quilter's mat again, my cut and press mat out, so that I can go ahead and iron up these pieces. Also, I mentioned in my last live that I ordered a new toy. This is a Martelli cutter. I am really excited to try to use it. I haven't had anything to cut yet, so I haven't had the chance to use it. So when I do, I will let you guys know what I think of it. Alright, iron is hot. Lay these pieces out. Oh. And there is that third one. To the side for now. Small spaces here, guys. Small spaces. Okay, now I need to sew these to small square A's. I don't have so many small square A's. Oh, I see why. Okay. Right. want to lay them like this. This way. All right, now this one goes this way. I know most of my subscribers are probably at work or busy doing other things right now, so I can understand why they are not able to join me. I understand. I was home. I had some pieces to do. Still trying to learn how to do this whole live stream thing, so I thought I'd give it a shot. Hi Joyce, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate that. I'm just working on some puzzle mystery quilt pieces. I have a couple of videos that I just finished recording, and so now I'm just making the extra pieces. Thank you so much for joining me. This is only my second live stream, so I really have no idea what I'm doing. If you can hear me okay, please let me know. That one. Okay. So like I said, I had already made one of the blocks that we need for this PMQ. Now I'm going to make the other three. And I press my pieces after I'm done making every single one of them, because then that way they lay nice and flat, and they work really well. If you're not part of Cotton Cuts Puzzle Mystery Quilt, you should check them out at cottoncuts.com. Thank you, Joyce. I appreciate that. Cotton Cuts is a website you can go to, www.cottoncuts.com. One of these days I'll have links and stuff in the chat that I can put in, but I don't have it right now. I'm sorry. But they do a puzzle mystery quilt where they pre-cut all of the pieces for you. They send you a different kit each month with different pieces. I'm working on 2 of them right now that I am part of. One of them is Clue 8 and the other one is Clue 2. So that's where I'm at right now. Okay, so now I've done those. Now I have to do some rectangle pieces. And if you're not a quilter or a sewer, that's okay. The cotton cut stuff is super easy to follow. Not this time around. Does that mean you're not part of the cotton cuts the quilt this time around, which is understandable. You know, they can be kind of pricey sometimes. Were you part of the, Joyce, were you part of the Olympia one? Are you still working on that one? Or maybe Sparkle and Shine was the one before that, I think. Olympia was my first one, so. You did the Sparkle and Shine one? Yeah. Yeah, those are so pretty. I've seen pictures of those on Facebook. They're so pretty. So pretty. That's why I'm so excited to see what my Olympia one looks like. The colorway that I've chosen for Olympia is called Valerie, and I'll show you those pieces when we get to it. And then I'm also working on the newest one they have, which is the So Sweet, and I did Blueberry Cake. So if you haven't, you should go ahead and check out my first video. I did create a playlist for each of the different Cotton Cuts quilts, so I'm going to finish up those pieces for the So Sweet, and then hopefully if there's enough time, I'll get to the other pieces for the Valerie quilt as well. I'm really excited about both of these. Really, really excited. got 2 more pieces here to do. Just want to make sure I'm doing them right. If you've watched any of my videos, you'll know that I make a lot of mistakes. But you know, you learn from them, and that's the important part. So I try to learn from them as I go. Here is number 3. Here is number 3. You're still working on the sparkle and shine one. That's okay. There's no problem with that. I probably the Olympia quilt. I think I was like behind on like 4 clues, and then I started the YouTube channel, and I'm like, you know, I should probably catch up on these. So I finished a bunch of them up. I took like 2 or 3 days to finish a bunch of them up, and then I started the video with clue 7. I gotcha. No worries. I gotcha. But I started with clue 7 of the videos, and then I just finished up my video for clue 8, so that'll go live. I'm actually hoping to have that one go live tomorrow. It just kind of depends on how the day goes. I've got some things I need to do. Normally, I'm not live during the day. I actually have a full-time job that I'm normally doing, but I had the day off today. I had to get some things done in the morning, so I took the opportunity and got my stuff done this morning, then did some recording, and then now I'm going to do some live streams. So normally I'm not live during the day. I'm trying to be live on Sunday mornings, probably around 10 or 11 Central, so we'll see. Okay, so now I have to sew some big squares onto these. I'm going to need 3 big squares. And Joyce, don't worry about being slow. That is not a problem. I am fairly new to quilting myself. I've been sewing, you know, since I was a little kid, but the quilting part is new to me. The piecings, especially, is very new to me, and so I take my time and I go slow just to make sure that I get it done correctly, and I make a lot of mistakes. These are all going to be this way. Uh-oh. Yep, there's my first one. I sewed this piece upside down. Alright, so it begins. I started on the sparkle and shine, and then I had to move, so I had to pack it up and move. Just got my sewing room set up, so just getting sewing again. It's almost a year. Wow. Well, I am jealous that you have your own sewing room. If you've not watched any of my videos, you may notice that this is actually a bedroom. This is my daughter's bedroom. I have twin daughters. And they're both away at college right now. And so this is one of their bedrooms, and it is the only bedroom that had any space for my quilting, my sewing cabinet here. So I borrowed her bedroom from her. So I'm jealous that you have your own sewing room. But congratulations on your move. I hope it was a better move for you. Oops. There we go. We're going to flip this one over and do it again. Oh. Okay, well, I'll pick that up later. Oh, no. so this will back up. Okay, try that again. Alright, so there's 1, 2. Okay, so now I gotta put the blacks back on. So probably check to make sure I'm doing this right. Oh, there's 2. Hey, you know what? 2 sewing rooms is better than none. So just think, you could have like 1 room for the machine, another room for the ironing. So I have 3 bedrooms, or yeah, I have 3 bedrooms in my home too, but they're all taken. They're all taken. So I have to get the space where I can. Okay. And I have cats that are being annoying. I have one that's literally sitting under my feet here. That's my daughter's cat, Angel. She usually makes an appearance in many of my videos. And then I have Ozzy, who is out in the hallway. And then I also have dogs that like to bark too. Alright, I've got myself turned around here. Hang on. Okay. Alright. Well, Joyce, I am jealous that you not only have your own sewing space, but that you have 2. Because I don't. This is my little corner of the world. Although I will admit that I am more lucky than my husband. My husband has his own hobbies that he does, and he is resorted to having to work out in the garage. So he's not even in the house. He's out in the garage. And oh, I'm so sorry to hear that about your husband, Joyce. I can only imagine how difficult that must be. Oh, okay, so there's section 1. Now we're going to do F. Squares F. So that's these squares here. As long as it works. Yes, it does work for him. He enjoys it. It's his own little piece of heaven out there, and he does car modeling. So he makes model cars. So he does a lot with chemicals, paints and glues and stuff like that. So the garage actually is a better place for him, because then it can ventilate it a little bit better than being in the house. Sewing doesn't have a whole lot of chemicals we need to worry about, other than the smell of fabric, which I don't know if you're anything like me, but I love the smell of new fabric. Oh, it's so I love it. It's so much fun. Yes, Joyce, life does go on. That is for sure. I lost my dad a couple years ago. I know that's not the same as losing a husband, but I did lose my dad a couple years ago, and wow, that was rough. That was rough. So I can only imagine. And I wasn't as close to my dad as I'm sure that you were as close to your husband. So I can only imagine. So, but yep, 1 foot in front of the other, and the sun comes up whether we want it to or not some days. But we just keep moving forward, and because we can't look behind us. We gotta walk forward, right? So, well, I'm glad that you're moving forward and getting things in the right direction for you. Alright, so then I need the A's. I put an F and an A together, and we gotta make quite a few of these. I think we gotta sew them all up together. So we're just gonna sew them all up. So there's the first one. Looks like I'm starting to run low on a bobbin, so we'll get to play that game. every day. Yeah, you want to call them every day. It's yeah, it's a struggle for sure. So what kind of projects are you working on right now, Joyce? You said you like to start new projects. So what are you currently working on? Are you talking about the bobbin race? Isn't the bobbin race fun? Yeah, the bobbin race can be kind of fun. It can be it can make the day go by. That's for sure. All right, it's two more of these squares. I just keep checking to make sure I'm doing this. I've got a tone on tone, and you know, as beautiful as they are, can be a real pain to sew up sometimes because I'm always sewing them backwards. Always. Working on an Irish chain. Ooh, I've made an Irish chain. They are beautiful. When I made a twin size Irish chain for my mother-in-law, who unfortunately has since passed. But and then that went to my niece. But I made a pink and white one, and I made the mistake of in the center block. It is supposed to be the 5-inch block. Well, I didn't read the directions all the way because that's how I whirl. You know, that's how I do things. I didn't read the directions that you're supposed to keep those 5-inch blocks, and so I cut up everything into 2.5-inch pieces. So I had stacks of 2.5-inch blocks for days. It was just terrible. Oh, no problem, Joyce. I appreciate you joining me today. Thanks so much for stopping in. I really appreciate that. You have a wonderful day, and if I'm still on when you come back, feel free to come back. Thank you so much. Not a problem. Oh, yeah. Well, let's see. These tone on tones. They are such a challenge, these things. Oy. There we go. Okay. All right. If you're just joining me, thank you again for joining. I am not normally available during the day, so this is kind of a special treat. I was finishing up some puzzle mystery quilt blocks, and I just finished up some videos, so I thought I would hop on and finish the rest of the pieces up. So if you're able to chat with me, great. If not, I understand. And I'm just going to sit here and sew and probably talk to myself. So, if you are there and you want to chat, please feel free. Say hi in the chat box there, and I'm happy to chat along with you. Keep me company. If you have questions about any of my videos that I've put out or videos I'm going to be putting out, please feel free, ask away. I'm an open book. So, looks like this part of the block we're going to make a 4-patch. So right now I've just sewn up these little squares up together. And then I'm going to iron them all real quick. So I got my iron down here waiting. I'm going to iron them all up real quick so they're nice and flat, and then I'll sew them up together. Thank you, Joyce. I hope to catch you again as well. Like I said, normally I'll probably be doing lives on Sunday mornings. I'm not usually here during the day. This is just kind of a special treat. But I do hope to chat with you again soon. Iron is still warming up. Looks like I've got 6 of these. Just waiting for that iron to warm up. There we go. There's that kitty cat again. If you can't hear her, she's whining again. We have a baby gate that blocks the hallway from the rest of the house. And that particular cat doesn't like the baby gate, so she constantly cries. I might have to go help her in a minute. We'll see. Alright, so those are all sewn up, or those are all ironed up now. Put this back there. Alright, now I'm just going to be putting these into a 4-patch. So I'm going to nest up those seams really well, line up the edges, and sew them up together. There's one. Two. There's number 2. And just checking that bobbin. We're still playing that bobbin race. We've got a little bit left. Luckily, I've got another one wound up. So I always try and keep an extra one available at all times, because you always run out. We're at 3. Just cut those apart real quick. There we go. And then it says to press these up. So I'm going to do that real quick. I finger press everything first. Some people don't. Some people like to use the iron to set the seam and then finger press. That's up to you. That's your preference. There's really no right or wrong. Just make sure to follow the direction of which way it's supposed to go. Alright, let me press these real quick. Alright. Get those on. I hope the video quality of this live is better than the last one. I finally found the setting that I needed to change, so I was able to fix that. And hopefully that looks a little bit better. I need to get some better lighting. Then it might look a little better. Alright, so there's those 3 pieces for now. We'll set those aside. So we'll need to do something with them later, I'm sure. Alright, now we need to put some half square triangles together. That's A and E. Need to do 1, 2, 3 of those. And 1, 2, 3 of these. Okay. With the half square triangles, again, I like to use a little bit of a leader. I've got little pieces of leaders here. They're like little 1-inch pieces. I just put those under the needle first, and then I put the triangles underneath afterwards, and that kind of keeps the needle down, and it keeps things a little bit smoother so that nothing kind of binds up in the machine. At least that's the hope anyway. This is the right side. Put that leader in there first. Just run that through and then lift up the foot. There we go. Alright, now I'm going to chain piece the rest of these up together. I've seen some people say that you have to put leaders in between each of the triangles. I haven't run into that issue yet. And I say yet because I'm sure I will at some point. But I haven't run into it yet. So for now, I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. Say that and okay, good. It almost jammed. It almost jammed. Alright. Let's see if we can get that one going. Those pieces cut apart. Get that leader off of there. Okay, now these get pressed towards A. So these are those triangles, so you just want to peel them apart and then smush. Smush, smush, smush. And then peel this one apart. And smush, 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 smush. And then last but not least is this third one. Smush, smush, smush. Alright. Pull the iron out. The weather is starting to turn nice. So out by me here where I live in the upper Midwest, it was beautiful over the weekend. It was almost in the 70s over the weekend. It was just gorgeous. And then it snowed on Monday. Okay, whatever. But it seems to be a little bit warmer today. I don't know the exact temperature outside, but I'm going to guess it's probably in the 40s. It's really nice when I was out there earlier. But with the warm weather, with the weather changing and stuff, comes allergy season. And I have horrible seasonal allergies. So as much allergy medicine as I take, I still can't seem to get it 100%. So I'm always sniffling. So I apologize if you can hear that on the camera. But, you know, it's life, right? I know some people have some much worse allergies than I do, so I really can't complain too much. Just enough. I'll complain just enough. Alright, so now it says we take these 4 patches here, and we sew them up to the sides of these. Alright, so let me just orient them the right way here, the correct way. So we have the 4 patch, and then we have flip this one over like this. To this one here. Like that. Go. Still have some thread left in that bobbin, so we're going to keep going. Alright, orient this one out the correct way. That one. I'm sure there are better ways to do this, but if there are, please let me know. Right, last one. This way. Okay. Separate those parts, and let's see, it says to press them towards the half square triangles, so we'll do that. Finger press them first. Oops. Finger press them first towards the half square triangle, this way. This way. There we go. And then pull the iron out real quick and iron those up. Like I said, I like to try to iron them in between each step, if it makes sense too. Go. There's one. It's a little more. Okay. This one. Go. There's a little bit of bulk at the bottom of those half square triangles, so I'm trying to make sure I really push hard on those. Get those to lay flat. One. And then there's this one. Go. All right. There are those three pieces. Just have to decide. I have to adjust my chair for a second. Sorry, give me a second. Oh, there we go. That's better. Okay. Now. Oh, okay. So now it wants us to sew these pieces up to the pieces that we made earlier today, or earlier, I guess. So these white ones on the bottom, and this way, like this. Yep, just like that. And because we pressed them the way it told us to, we have some nice nested seams here in the center. So we're just gonna put those together and run them through the machine. Alright, so there's one. I'll take this one. This way. Here is the second one. Still have some thread left in that bobbin. And here is the third one. So if you're just joining us, first, thank you for joining. I am working on some extra pieces of our Cotton Cuts Puzzle Mystery Quilts. I am doing the Olympia and the So Sweet. Right now we're working on Clue 2 for the So Sweet. I just finished up filming a couple of videos for these, and I had to make up the rest of the pieces, so I decided to go live to make the rest of the pieces up. So I'm not really showing you guys a lot of detail on what the pieces look like, because I want you to watch the video. Hopefully I'll have one of those videos out. I'm hoping to have it out by tomorrow, but it might have to wait till Friday. It just depends on how things are going. We'll have to wait and see. And if you guys have not already, please consider subscribing, and make sure you click that notification bell so that you know the next time I go live or the next video that I post up. I'm working to grow the channel slowly, but the channel has grown much bigger than I expected it ever to grow, so, or at least growing at a faster rate than I expected it to. So I'm just extremely grateful for that, for everyone's support. There we go. All right, there's those three. I'm gonna wait to press those. They're kind of big and bulky, so we'll just wait a little bit to press those up. Now I need to do some more half square triangles, and we're gonna sew up A and C. So it feels like there's quite a few here, so it's gonna be a minute. Because these are the triangles. Where's my leaders? Here's my leaders. I'm going to use one of those leaders again, just to make sure that I get the fabric under the needle correctly. And a leader it's basically just a little 1-inch piece of extra fabric, 2 layers thick, so that it's the same thickness as what you're sewing. These are just salvage edges that I grabbed from something else. And they just kind of help guide the needle under the fabric, and then that way it doesn't bind under the needle, especially with these triangle pieces when they have these little points on them. So, just gonna sew these all up. And I think I'm gonna need to go help that kitty cat with whatever it is she's having trouble with. My cats are kind of older, and sometimes they run into a little bit of trouble, so I'm gonna go help her out real quick. I will be right back. Okay, sorry about that. Okay. Cotton cuts. I think I started saying it before, but if you have no experience with sewing or very little experience with sewing or no experience at all with quilting, that's the nice thing about the Cotton Cuts subscription box, is that all the pieces are cut up for you automatically, or already. So all you have to do is know how to sew a straight line. That's really all you have to do. And you can cheat and use a 1/4-inch pressure foot like I do to make sure that you get a nice 1/4-inch seam. And as long as you can follow instructions, some basic instructions, and you can sew a straight line, then you can make one of these beautiful quilts. The Olympia quilt is the first one that I've tried. I've never made one before. But they're super easy to do. I've been watching Sobecca and Stephanie Stitches and Quilter Ian. I don't remember his exact handle. I've been watching them make them as well, so they're pretty easy to do. So I've been following along with them. Last half square triangle. Matching up those corners. And basically, that's just a bunch of matching up pieces and sewing them up together. I think we may have to stop our bobbin because I don't think there's enough there to do much more with. So we'll have to pull it out here in just a second. There we go. Cut that leader off. All right, now these are going to get pressed towards the white, which we will do in just a minute. But first I want to get the bobbin taken care of. I've got an extra one over here. I keep all my projects in one of these plastic bins that I'm sure you guys have seen in my videos before. I keep them all in these plastic bins, so then that way everything is kind of organized up together. I keep extra thread, extra bobbins, all the pieces. I have both of my Cotton Cuts sections in one right now. We'll have to wait and see if that if they get too big to all fit in one, but we'll have to wait and see. Here is what's left of the bobbin. I don't know if you can see it here. I'll pull out the string. That's what's left. Let's see. So I put it down here. Yeah, that's all that's left. So yeah, we won. Yay! All right. I'm gonna put this one in here, and then what I do is when I put one in, then I always wind another one. So I'm just going to wind up this other one real quick. Cut from the top and pull it through. Never pull it back this way. I learned that from watching one of the baby lock technicians, because the machine is made so that all the thread goes down, not up. So you can actually break tensioners and things like that if you go the other way. So, I know it's a little bit of a waste of a thread, but cut and go the right way so that you don't end up having to spend a bunch of money to fix your machine. Okay, we're going to wind this up. It might be a little loud, so I apologize. I don't have it up very fast. I don't like to wind the bobbins too quickly because then they don't go evenly, and then you can actually have problems with your stitches. So if you are having issues with especially your bobbin stitches, it's possible that your bobbin was wound too fast, and that's why the stitches are weird like that. So usually what I do is I'll actually take that bobbin and put it in where the thread is and wind it again so that it does it a little bit better. Okay. This one is wound up pretty good, so I have these little clips that I put on it. They're just cheap little clips I found on Amazon to keep it from unwinding. I'll put that back in there. And now I will redo my machine real quick. And I just changed my needle out before I started sewing today for my other for my videos that I recorded earlier, so I don't need to worry about changing the needle out just yet. All right, let's get these ironed up. They all need to be ironed up towards fabric A. Normally, I would be doing this kind of stuff off camera. I would be doing it, you know, in my spare time. But, you know, since I have the ability to go live and chat with you guys and kind of interact with you guys a little bit more, I thought, perfect opportunity. So I will try and do this a little bit more often. I am thinking about, and I'm probably going to start a project, a full-size quilt project that will be exclusively for my live videos. I won't make any regular videos for it because the full-size quilts, you know, it's basically the same things over and over and over again. And that's kind of hard to do in a video, at least right now when I'm just starting out, you know. So, hot. Careful, it's a little warm. Go. That. This one. This one. Angel is in here with us. You've probably seen her on one or more of my videos, and I may have mentioned it before, maybe not. But she's an elder cat. She's actually going to be 19 this year. That's pretty old. She's not without her health issues. She has a couple of health issues, so she's pretty skinny. But the vets have all assured me that she's not in any pain, so she's not suffering in any way. So we just kind of let her stay with us until it's her time. So she's, for the most part, she just kind of hangs out with us. She doesn't bother us too much. It's the other cat that is a bit of a pain sometimes. Okay, so there's those. So now I'm going to have to sew on white blocks, or I'm sorry, the A fabric blocks to the sides of them. So let's go ahead and do that. All right. Let me make sure I orient these correctly. So like this one here, there's this block, flip this one over. Now you guys might be thinking that I'm just talking to you because I have the camera on, but the truth of the matter is that I talk to myself all the time. So the camera is not that much different. Alright, there's the first one. make sure I'm doing these. Yep. This one needs to be oriented correctly, like that. There we go. Alright, now the next one. Okay. That one. There we go. There we go. This way. Alright, last one. These fabrics, I don't think I mentioned it in any of the Clue 1 video, but these are actually Michael Miller fabrics. I've never worked with Michael Miller fabrics before. So, uh-oh. So close. There we go. Let's try that. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. Alright. But like I said, I've never worked with Michael Miller fabrics before. I've never purchased any of them before either. So they're pretty... I think it's a pretty high quality fabric. It feels pretty stiff. I'm not sure if Cotton Cuts does any pre-starching. I'm going to guess they probably don't. So far, I'm liking them. Angel is down by my feet. I have to be careful that she doesn't turn the machine on. She has done that to me before. With as light as she is, you wouldn't think she'd be able to turn it on, but she does. So I always make sure that presser foot is up. This machine actually has a safety on it. Some previous machines of mine did not have safeties on them, in that the needle would still go up and down even if the presser foot was not up. So I've since gotten rid of all those machines because they weren't really safe to use. I was always worried that my animals was going to hit the pedal, or I was going to hit the pedal, or something. So I've recycled, or I've sold those or donated them. And this is the one I'm working with right now. Iron is still hot, so that's good. Let's go ahead and iron these up. I see you. One. 3. Over. 5. Oh. And 6. For those of you who have watched my last video on the Bargello table runner, I am planning to do another video of that one to finish that quilt up. We'll finish up the top and then we'll actually do the quilting and binding, hopefully all in one video. I'm just waiting for the backing fabric to come in. My local quilt store did not have the backing fabric for that fabric line, and I really wanted to go with a nice matching fabric from that line, so I had to order something from Fat Quarter Shop. So I'm waiting for that to come in. It says it's shipped, so hopefully it'll be here in another day or two. Okay, so now we've done those, and so now we're going to make some 4-patch blocks with these pieces. So basically we take one, we lay it one way, and then we take the other one and we turn it around and we lay it the other way. And then it makes these stars, I guess you'd call it. Not sure what you would call it otherwise. So I'm going to go ahead and sew these up now. Matching up those corners. There's one. And then we'll just chain piece these as well. Might as well, since we're here. There we go. Sew those over together. There we go. A little bit of a bulk in that seam, so I'm just going to smush it down so that it fits. There we go. That's better. Okay. And then, last but not least, is this one here. Let's tip those seams, match up those corners. There we go. Cut those. Okay. Now I've got 3. This says to press those open to the top. So check that. This is what they make. I don't know if that's is it an hourglass? Isn't that what those are called? I think. I'm not sure. next one. Oh. The third one. Alright, now all we do is we sew these pieces up to the other pieces that we made earlier. Let's see how we do that. So it says to take these pieces, before patch this way, like this, and then sew them to the sides. Awesome. Grab one of these and one of these. Make sure I'm doing this right. Nope. This one looks to have been sewn up wrong. Did I do them? So that one's wrong. Did I do them all wrong? No, just that one. Alright, I'll fix that one in a minute. Because you know, not an expert. Okay. So this one, we just have this one seam here to match up. I'll pull that one out in a minute. Match that up. Make sure that smushes down to meet up. Need a little extra tug. It's a little thick, a little bulky. Let's see. And then press this way. Alright, so one done. And I gotta pull that one out. Well, let me sew this next one up here and then I'll pull that one out. I don't know if we're gonna get all of the Valerie pieces done, the Olympia quilt pieces done today, but I'll try to get most of them done. My husband will be home soon. There we go. This way. There we go. Alright, now I gotta pull this one apart. Because I made another mistake. Right. Oh boy. Oh, well. go. All right. Put that up there. Now let's try this again. Yeah, I just sewed it up. I sewed up the wrong sides. I see what I did wrong. Come on. There we go. Come on. Bulk, it does not like it. Probably should have went with a leader. That's alright though. Go. Hold on. What is happening? I'm sure you guys saw it before I did, but what is going on? There we go. All right. Let's see. All right. Now we want to go with this one. Sew up this edge here. What's happening? There we go. Okay. Ta-da. There's that one. All right. So that is all of the blocks for clue 2 of the So Sweet puzzle mystery quilt. What did I do with the other one? Oh, it's over there. Let me grab it. Okay. So now what I like to do is I like to use a little post-it note that I break up into 4 pieces. And then I just write on it what clue number it is and how many there are. So let me grab a there we go. Okay, so this is number 2 times 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. All right. Now I usually use a safety pin to attach it, so then that way it doesn't come off later. always try to orient them too, so that they're kind of, you know, top up. I'm sure that when we get to clue 10, which is where it reveals what the quilt is going to look like, I'm sure when we get there, it'll tell us what the actual orientation is. But I like to try to keep them that way. Keeps my brain happy. That one away with my other clues. There we go. I'm not quite sure why I keep the instructions, I just do. I probably don't need to, but I do anyway. Okay, so that one's done. We can work on Olympia. What time is it? 3:30. Oh, we can get it started. Not sure if I'll be able to finish it or not, but I'll be able to get them started at least. There's that one. I don't know if I'm going to need those leaders or not. We'll have to wait and see. I can lay these out pretty quickly. Here is the colorway for the Valerie quilt we'll be working on. These are Grunge and Grunge Dots by Moda. They're so pretty. I don't know if you guys can see all the colors. Well, you can check out my video on this one too if you want to see the colors. They're really, really pretty. Let's see. So here's the A's. These are these white ones. I had a what happened to my alphabety copy? Shorts around here somewhere. I'm sure. Just not quite sure where. Who knows? This one is for C. This one is D, which I don't have that letter either. I'll find them. This one is E. This one is F. Let's see what we can get together before 4 o'clock. I'm probably going to end this video, or this live at 4, because I've got some things I want to finish up before my husband gets home. Let's give it a shot, shall we? All right. D and E. This one, right? Yep. And E. 2 of those. And press them towards D, which is light purple fabric. There. Light purple fabric. Okay. You know, I've mentioned it before, but Cotton Cuts, all of their pieces are pre-cut, so you don't have to worry about cutting them up yourself, which really makes it easy to make these parts and these weird triangle pieces because everything is already cut up for you. They're all circuit cut, so they're pretty accurate with regards to their cutting. But you know, they're still humans, they still make mistakes, so sometimes you gotta call them up and let them know. It says press down, but if I press it up and I just spin it, then it's down. Okay, now we're going to do some flying geese units with A, which is, no, this fabric here, A, and F, which is, I need 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Put a leader in here. These are triangle pieces. Okay. This one on here. Right. Let me just do this real quick. There we go. Okay. Alright, there's my leader piece. And because these are flying geese, I like to press them right away so that they don't bend. Oh boy. I moved it too far back. I don't need these anymore. Go. Okay. Oh, jeez, ouch. Smush, 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 smush. Hi, Lucas. Thanks for stopping in. I'm not really sure what happened, but I kind of lost the chat. Hold on. there. But not here. Just there. Okay. Thanks for popping in. There's Ozzy again. Alright, so we're going to put the other green pieces on. Make this flying geese unit here. I don't know why my chat is not working on this other screen here. It's like stopped working. Just really weird. Oh, wait, maybe there. Maybe I got it working out. Lucas, if you're still here, can you say something else so that I can make sure it's working? Just got done playing pool with Tony and saw you were streaming, so I decided to stop on by. Well, thank you very much for that. I appreciate you stopping by. I'm not going to be on much longer here. Kevin will be home soon. So I'm just kind of finishing up some pieces. Something else. Thank you. Oh, I see it's working now, so thank you. I'm just finishing up some extra pieces from a couple of videos that I filmed earlier today. I'm not going to be on much longer, probably only about another 10 or 15 minutes. But, so yeah. But since I had the time, and I think I figured out the video thing. I think the video is a little bit better than it was before. Figured I'd mess around with the stream again. Tony beat me 4-1 at pool. Well, I mean, you know, she is good at it. She does have some room to practice. And I'm sure that that made it so that her head was too big that it would no longer fit through the door either, if I know Tony. Alright, so those two are done. Okay. Let's see. Now I need to sew on a square A to the side of it. Uh-oh. Oh, no, this is not A, that's why. This is A. There's a dog barking in the background, in case you didn't hear it. There's a puppy dog barking in the background, and I think I am missing a piece. I'm going to have to reach out to Cotton Cuts, because it appears I am missing a piece. Because I should have 3 of these left, and I only have 2. So of course I've managed to misplace it with everything else going on. So I will take one quick look around again. Are these cuts for an upcoming project? Also, I'm not going to tell her that. These are Cotton Cuts puzzle mystery pieces. So these are part of Clue 2 and Clue 8. The ones I was working on earlier were for Clue 2 for the new So Sweet that I started. And then these are for Clue 8. So I will have new videos coming out showing you more specifically what the pieces look like and things like that. I'm trying not to show you guys too much of what they look like because I don't want to give it away. But I did record a couple of videos earlier today. So they'll they'll be there. You'll be able to see them then. So new project, no, but a new clue for a project. She's very excited to keep beating me. I bet she was. I bet she was. Alright. See what I'm doing here. Hang on. I am sewing these onto the wrong side. Yep. Alright. So this one is correct. But that one is wrong. So, you know, it's as is typical for me. I've managed to make this the mistake. So me and my seam ripper have become very good friends today. So. Well, thank you, Lucas. It's very kind of you. I'm hoping to have one up tomorrow. I'm hoping to be able to actually get it edited tonight and up tomorrow, but it might have to wait till Friday. It just depends on how things go the next couple of days. And I'm also hoping to have another live on Sunday. I'm thinking probably around 10 or 11 a.m. Sunday Central Time. And I'm going to start on I'm going to start a full-size quilt, and it's going to be a live stream only. So that'll be fun. We'll see how that goes. So it'll be something that I only work on live streams. I'm not going to do any other videos for it. I will tell everybody what the pattern is. I'll try and set up some links in the chat to do for that as well. So then that way everybody can, if they want to, they can go get the pattern and get some fabric and follow along. That could be fun. Or they can just watch it. It's fine too. Alright, so I got those two sewn up. Now I'm going to sew these. What am I doing here? I have no idea what I'm doing today. I think I'm missing more than one piece. Hang on. What is happening? Okay. So one of these doesn't go. You know what? I really need to actually read all of the instructions. I might stop making mistakes. That's how the kids get here. Hey now. Yeah, well, that's totally understandable. A long day of traveling. I mean, it's understandable. You guys don't. I appreciate the fact that you guys want to join in, but I understand if you have to miss one. You can always catch it later. You can always watch it later. Right now, I am publishing these. I think I probably will continue to because I need the views. Speaking of views, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing and don't forget to like this video. It really helps the channel out. I can't believe I have over 20 subscribers right now. It's just crazy. I never expected to have this many. And I know to some people 20 is probably not a lot, but to me it's a huge thing. It's this huge accomplishment. And I've had more than 130 views. So it's just, it's really exciting. So thank you for that. And it turns out I don't think I'm missing a piece because I sewed this up wrong. So I think this piece is actually the one that I thought I was missing, and I'm not. Did not want to seam rip. Come on. says, no, I don't want to come apart. You just put me together. Okay, so now this one gets sewn up to this block here. T is that one. Point goes there. I showed a trick in my video that I just recorded today and have not published yet on how to keep these triangle pieces matched up. Now let's see if I can do this without actually showing you guys that trick. I don't want to ruin the fun. Out. There we go. Ooh, not bad. Not bad at all. Just a touch off. Oh, well, it wants me to go this way anyway, which, to be fair, see? Not that bad. It's right there. I know it's terrible cool lighting, but yeah, not bad at all. Did pretty good. All right, next piece is this one here, and this one here goes on the top like this. There you go. This one's actually going to be pretty quick, so I might just finish this one up before I end the stream. I was going to end the stream at 4, but I think I'm going to go a few minutes late. I hope that's okay with everybody, so that I can finish up these last little pieces. There we go. All right. This one gets pressed down. So there we go. All right. Smush, 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 smush. All right. There's that one. Now, normally I would show it to you guys in all of its glory, but I'm trying to shield it a little bit so that you guys can see it on the video. So, just iron this up real quick. Needs to be nice and flat. I love these colors. Gosh, I wish they had colors similar to this for the So Sweet quilt. They did not, of course, but I wish they did because I would have picked those. Alright. Last two pieces, I think. Right? Let me just check. Yeah, last two. Alright. So I need to make more half square triangles. No, I'm sorry, flying geese. With these two pieces here. So let me put those together. Now, flying geese are the ones where there's the two little triangles on either. There's one big triangle in the middle, and then there's two little upside down triangles on either end. That's what a flying geese is called. Why it's called a flying geese? I think because it's supposed to look like one. I'm not really sure. But that's what they're called. And this one here. There we go. I got lucky. I didn't use my leader this time, but I didn't have any issues with the machine jamming, so that's good. I got lucky. Right. I need to this back here. Probably need to get a smaller one of these. I'm going to keep doing this. Smush, 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 smush. And on the diagonal, you smush. Okay, here's the first one. Grab the second one. Peel it over and smush it down. There we go. Smush it down. Smush it down. Okay. We do the other side. So here. Actually, I'm going to go this way. I like to put the bulk up, and towards the back. So that way I know I can get it through the machine a little bit easier. There's that one. And then here's this one. Over this way. Go. All right. Let's see. There we go. Another flying geese. Right. There's one. And here's the other one. All right. Okay, and then all we do is sew some squares onto the ends. So we need 2 bees, which are these 2 on this end. I'm going to go ahead and take care of those. And I think my husband might have just walked in the door. Grab this one here. And then this one here. Alright, last pieces, guys, last pieces. Alright, we do one of these pretty orange ones. My love for orange. Oh boy. Oh boy. There's the orange one. And then black one. Oh, these puppies are barking up a storm. Oh boy. Oh boy. That's alright though, this is the last piece. Ta-da! All done. Well, that was kind of fun. Thanks so much, guys, for joining me today. Like I said, I'm not normally home during the day. The babies. Yes, you can hear the babies. Not normally home during the day, but since I had some projects I needed to finish up and I was home today, I decided to go live just as an impromptu so that I could chat with you guys for a little while and get some things done. I got to meet some new subscribers earlier, so that was really exciting to get to chat with them. So thank you for that. I hope I get to chat with them again soon. I'm hoping to have another video up, hoping for tomorrow, but it might be Friday depending on how things are going. It's just kind of the way it is. And then I will probably be live on Sunday. We're going to start a brand new live only project. It's going to be a full-size quilt, so it's probably going to take us a little while. There's going to be a lot of monotonous work of doing the same things over and over again, but that'll be fun. And one of my daughters will be happy because we're actually going to start on her quilt in that live, so that'll be exciting. We'll start on that one, and then we'll start on the next one after that. So, all right, guys. Well, I'm gonna take off. I've got to get dinner going. I think my husband just walked in the door here not too long ago, so he's been very nice to stay quiet. But I'm gonna go ahead and take off. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing. Don't forget to like the video as well, and share with your friends and family, and maybe complete strangers. That works too. I really appreciate you guys joining me today and for my videos. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment down below or in the chat, and as long as it's still live, and I'll try and get to them. If you have suggestions on ways that I can improve, then I will. If you have suggestions on ways that I can improve, please feel free to email me at sonotanexpert@gmail.com. I'm checking that email box all the time, so I'm happy to learn from my mistakes and hopefully do things a little bit better in the future. But for now, I'm going to say farewell, and I will see you guys again, hopefully in another few days. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching again. Don't forget to share this video if you can. Love you guys. Bye.